Hello, in this time I'm going to talk about six relevant topics. Let's start with the first. Teaching without gamification. Teaching without gamification is a useful tool where the main objective is to increase the active participation in our student in a classroom. Without the use of different games elements, for example, points, leaderboard, budget chart, and gas performance graph, social elements. All these elements have different purposes and it can be adapted during the class. So, two benefits very important of gamification are to increase learning engagement and makes learning fun and interactive class. And we have two useful gamification tools, Whistles and Quizlet. Quizlet and Quizzes are websites where teacher and student have an active participation. They have the opportunity to study using creative methods, tools, or games. For example, create exam, flashcard, or game. However, we can use gamification without technology. For example, using website when we can download many printable resources and then applying in the classroom. Another topic is student-centered method. A student-centered method is are based on constructivist views of learning. There are many student-centered methods, for example, inquiry-based learning, and discovery learning, problem-based learning, and resources-based learning. Each of them have their advantages and disadvantages that must be taken into account when applying them in the classroom. So we need to have to remember the some underlying principle for most of the methods are that, for example, a student must be have to motivated in the classroom and during their learning process. And furthermore, the teacher need to choose for topics relevant or their interests. And another is that students need to put in practice their knowledge and to have a real life um, situation where they put in practice their knowledge and abilities. Another topic is teaching method suitability for a student. This topic is related where as a teacher we have a student with different style of learning. And for example, young learning, and as a teacher we need to select appropriate strategy and resources where students feel safe and comfortable. And another gift our students have high level of knowledge and abilities. And for this reason, as teacher, we need to create extra activities or use different methods of teaching for this student and where they put in practice their knowledge and abilities. And another type of student is a student with learning difficulties. Firstly, it's necessary to know what is the problem of the student and then look for the appropriate method and resources for to apply for this in the class. Another student with vision problems at the same time, as teacher, we need to create activities that a student feel comfortable. For example, use resources like touch screen with voices or braille or postcards or audiobooks and others. Other type of student is a student with hearing problems. It is very important take into account that a student they can't hear and in nothing in the class, and for that reason we can use visual material, or another is important is use body language, or make or create activities with dynamic where students feel very motivated and interested. Another topic is effective teaching. Effective teaching helps um, to teacher to have an proactive, creative, and to be more enthusiastic during the class or during the activities. And the teacher need to create or to create activities where students feel engagement and fun during the classes. At the same time, the teacher needs to choose appropriate strategies, appropriate resources, and when students have activities or classes or assignments, the teacher needs to provide instructions step by step um, to avoid confusion in the student and use a variety of methodology and resources for to have an healthy environment with their student. For this, there are five areas in which a skilled teacher display their expertise. For example, the area presenting and explaining subject matter and ideas, questionnaire the student during lessons time, or give feedback at the end of the class, and strategic training in adapting or differentiating instruction during the classes. And students um, in some occasions need an personals or in learning individualized and the teacher need to explain carefully indication or step by step at the end of the class or for other social media. Another topic is teaching online. Teaching online is a new modality that benefits both teacher and student, and the technology resources. For example, platform of website. There are many benefits for both teacher and student for teaching online. For example, the first is accessibility to a student. A student have the opportunity to in have the class when they have time because some students work or do not have time um, for to receive the class in the morning, and to they have to pay for to attend classes at their own convenience. And another is that a student don't have to go to the school or pay for transport or other things. And another is that teaching online provide more variety of resources where students feel motivated. Furthermore, there are more participation of the student during the class. And the last one is collaborative learning. Collaborative learning is the process by which two or more people attempt to learn something, or in a small or in small groups. Collaborative is an excellent method in which students work together for to solve problems or complete assignment to achieve a goal. For example, some benefits for this are promote interaction in a student, develop critical thinking and communication with each other. Another is students are more responsibility with the assignment in a group and they strengthen their knowledge. So we have two common application of collaborative learning, very important. The firstly is Padlet is a collaborative board that allows teacher and a student to design and organize different things on a board. And for example, the teacher can create pictures or upload videos or recording or post pictures or create a discussion in this um, uh, in this application for different reasons, maybe used for brainstorming about a topic or to have an online student portfolio and others too. And another is Mentimeter is other useful tool that teacher can use for to create an interactive and a fun presentation. And other thing that can create is art polls, quizzes, reflection, and others. A thing that can create with this application useful for the teaching in the classroom. And in this way, I'm going to finish this brief summary about this topic in this time. Thank you for your attention.